When you come to Hamburg, you will hear two rivers mentioned all of the time, Elbe and Alster. However, there's another one that even locals hardly know, even though whole districts have been named after it. Billwerder, Billbrook, Billstedt. Yep, the river Bille. And today we will follow that river from the industrial heart of the town to its rural outskirts. Moin YouTube. Yeah, today I'm not walking. My bike is just back from inspection. It has brand new brakes, so I'm eager to take it out. Also, it's finally spring. The Bille isn't just a quiet green river. In places like Rothenburgsort, it's still very much part of Hamburg's working landscape. Warehouses, rail lines, logistics yards. This stretch of the river runs right through the city's industrial backbone. For centuries, waterways like the Bille help move goods, power mills, and keep the machinery of the port city running. So while parts of the Bille feel surprisingly beautiful, peaceful even, other sections remind you that this river has always had a job to do. And here she is, the quiet Bille. Now what I'm actually looking for is a hiking and cycling path that is supposed to run along it. So let's see what that is. Now I do wonder what these are. Are they actually homes? Because the buildings look more like what you find in allotment gardens, except it would be with water access, which is pretty rare. So yeah, allotment gardens. People here actually live in probably in a densely urban neighborhood in Hamburg, and they have the garden here, which is pretty nice. I did not expect to find an industrial age gem like this here. Okay, however, there is always a row of buildings between and the river, or has been so far, and I'm wondering when and where the actual hiking path begins. Let's go on looking. Okay, turns out I'm kinda on the wrong side of the river because the road on the other side is much closer to the actual river. We will see how I get back there again. Let's just keep on going. We're still in Hamburg, by the way. This is not the countryside, this is not the coast, even though there is a dike. This is Hamburg. A few kilometers further east, the city suddenly opens up. This is the Boberger Niederung, one of the largest open landscapes inside Hamburg city limits. It's early March, the trees are still bare, winter hasn't quite let go yet. But the first warmer days bring people out anyway. Couples on a slow afternoon ride, families out for a walk, kids playing. It's that moment at the end of winter when the light starts to feel different and everyone seems ready to be outside again. Alright, found it again. And I think from now on I can actually follow the river. Let's see how it goes. Okay, this definitely doesn't feel like inside a city anymore. But, well, it's still within the boundaries. The egg shop. Yeah, we are in the countryside. Still Hamburg. Okay, let's follow the road instead of the hiking path for a little bit. Just a very short distance from the river, you got sand dunes, far away from any ocean, desert, or wherever you would expect them. I can't film much here. There are plenty of kids around, so I gotta be careful a bit. So apparently, during the last ice age, about 100,000 years ago until about 12,000 years ago, the sand got carried here by huge glaciers. And after the ice age, the glaciers were gone, but the sand stayed, and the wind piled it up to these dunes. Now, apparently, this happened in all sorts of places. And for some reason that probably only a geologist can explain properly, here the dunes stayed, they never went away. And now you have these sand dunes up to 15 meters high in the middle of Hamburg. Well, not quite in the middle, but within the city boundaries. And these days it's actually a nature reserve, it's under protection, and it's very popular with the locals. All right, back onto the road. Okay, made it to Bergedorf train station to start my ride home. See you when we get off the train. All right, that was my little adventure for the day. Venturing deep into Hamburg's far east along the river Bille, of which I saw less than I thought I would actually, but it was still a very enjoyable, nice bicycle tour heading east. I hope you enjoyed it as I did, and I hope you leave a thumbs up and maybe a subscription. I hope you have a nice rest of the day and see you next time around.